Hey gang, this is D&D Paladin here for the D&D Basement, and today I'm gonna talk to you about making monsters and how to paint them. Reaper Bones painting. So let's see what I've got. So first thing first, we'll first start with the first monsters, which is one that everybody can do. It's really easy to do. The gelatinous cube. Yeah, it's really easy to do. Just some plastic made into a cube with a place to actually get your figurines inside. Hot glue all over it to make it look like something. It has the sheen already, so it's already fine as is. You'll see that I'm in a team here. I will go next for the oozes that I created. I needed some ooze for one of my games, so I decided to create some. And we'll first start with the gray ooze. You see, the gray ooze is kind of a wall or liquid stone, if you prefer. The gray ooze, that's why I'm going for kind of a wall in the middle of the piece, and it has that sheen to it because of the varnish I put to it, kind of make it look wet or something, and that's what it's looked like. So that's for the gray ooze. Now in the ooze family we still have a few more, like the ochre jelly that I created here. It too has a sheen because of the varnish I put. It ended up kind of green instead of yellow, but it does a job. So that's for the ochre jelly. The ochre jelly has this ability where it can actually split into smaller pieces. So I've decided to do some smaller pieces here. So here's my medium ochre jellies. And now for the last ooze, we have the black pudding that actually does everything. Again, it has to be wet, so it's not entirely black. I actually mixed some bit of white to it, so it has some kind of it's dry brushed into kind of gray, semi-gray. And just like the ochre jelly, it can actually split into smaller ones. So these two here, which I've made also. That's it for the oozes from the ooze family. I had the rest is some Reaper Bones that I had to paint, and I finally decided to paint them. So I'm gonna start with the smaller ones, which are 3 wolves that I had. Actually make that 4, but I'm not finding the 4th. So here they are. They look more like dogs this way because of the bastard look they have, because their colors is all wrong. I tried to paint the eyes, but it ended up too white at some point. So that's it for these. The next are my 12 pack of rats. Yeah, that's a lot, and I think I pretty much done a good job. I mean, it's not all that great. Painting the ears was something else, and the eyes and everything sometimes get taken in. That's just me not being able to work well with smaller, tiny things. The next 4 are my spider swarm. So here's my 4 spider swarm. Basically they're just flat black with the dry brush of white, or gray if you prefer, and that's pretty much it. All of them are pretty sticky. The rest of them, my figures, were all sticky because of the base paint. I think I just put too much base paint on them, but that's pretty much it. These one are the worst of them all. Now we have some rat swarm here. I'm not really great with miniatures like that when it's too mini, so I decided to simply put some pink everywhere. It's dry brushed pink. It's gray dry brush pink, and I think it kind of does. You can see it here. It kind of does a job of it. The two are still sticky and tacky, and seriously, I need to dip them all. Next we have the werewolves. I had two of them from the Reaper Bones. They're kind of cheap, not all that much. They were $4. That's still cheap for werewolves, considering the actual werewolves are much smaller and much less bestial. I really love them more. I had to paint them, so I decided to paint them some kind of brown, just like the dogs I had, and made dry brush and them with kind of lighter brown, and then made the claws and tooths and eyes white. This one actually has, you can see the dry brush for the eyes. It's kind of good. It made it look some kind of variation inside on the Fjornir's eyes, but I completely missed the other one, and as you can see, he ended up with completely white eyes. So this one looks like more like a ghost or something. All that said, they're both really fine as is for figures, and I think it ended up well. Kept the best part for last. And here I had bought some dragons from the Reaper Bones, and I actually needed a blue dragon and a red dragon, and that's pretty much what they look like unpainted. The base is tacky still because probably too much base coat, but aside from that, they're fine. Here's a close-up. Dark blue. Made onto it, missed the wash, so the black doesn't really pass through it. It's entirely, even the wings are black, but as you can see, I dry brushed some white, kind of blue white, lighter blue color, and it's everything, it's everywhere on it. I may need to repaint this one. Seriously, it has screwed up a lot. The red one is much more beautiful. I mean, I placed some red on it, but the wash was actually well made. So if I take it this way and just zoom in, you can see the black shining through the red, and it's actually quite well in effect. So I really did the wash right. And again, this one has a black tail and a black ear thorns. The wings actually were quite right. With it looks leathery and all. Overall, I'm pretty glad about this one. It looks awesome, and I'm really fine with it. So that's what I have for now. I'm gonna buy more Reaper Bones for my collection and paint them more and show you that. As for monsters that I am making, I'm still going to do a lot of them. I still need dragons, I still need demons, I still need a lot of things. Beholders is one of the things I want to do as well. So I will do a lot more like that. Just comment, subscribe, like buttons like everyone told you before on YouTube, and have a nice day.